Este segmento es presentado por Sport City, fans de tu salud.
Ya estamos en nuestro segmento de entreno. Hace algunas semanas estuvo de visita en el país el entrenador NBA especializado en desarrollo de jugadores, Cory Smith. Tuvimos la oportunidad de platicar con él. Él nos estuvo compartiendo algunos consejos. Te invitamos a que los veas.
Hi, my name is Cory Smith. I'm NBA and player development coach and WNBA player development coach. I'm so excited to be here in Guatemala to host this camp. I work with a couple of NBA guys you may know, like Tyrese Maxey, Darius Garland, Jordan Clarkson, Trey Lyles, and the list goes on. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to coach some of these kids and teach them some of the knowledge that I've known and picked up from some of the years. I would say the ideal age to start training with basketball, well, it depends. Okay, I think that training for basketball, you should start as early as, you get interested in the game of basketball. Basketball is an amazing sport. I love that sport. And so I think with basketball, when you're training in development, it's always about just learning how to play the game. Playing the game of basketball is just learning how to enjoy playing. Then you'll build a skill set around, I want to say 8, 7, 6 years old. So around like 6, 7, 8 years old, you should say, hey, you don't even have to be serious about it yet. It's just continue to enjoy it. Then when you get around 10, 11, 12, you'll start seeing guys picking up a skill set. You'll start seeing guys understanding the game, and you'll start seeing guys start to separate. And so I would say development for kids, if you really want to get into basketball, I would say it's never too late to start. But I honestly say a good age is probably around 6 or 7, just to learn how to just play and have fun with it. Basketball isn't too difficult. It's very simple. There's only 4 ways you can make a layup, and there's only 2 ways or a couple ways that you can do a floater. So basketball is very simple. It's just you got to learn to pick up the concept. And so I think that's pretty easy. So in development, in the kid sense, I think that it doesn't matter if you're physically gifted or if you're just, picking up basketball for the first time. I think that everybody has a chance to play basketball. You can be developed into being a great player. You can have a physical skill set into being developed into a great player. But I think honestly that being physically gifted or developed into a skilled player, you still have the same end goal, and that's being in the NBA or being some type of pro athlete or just being able to be good at a certain age, depending on what your goal is. And so I believe that anybody can play basketball. Anybody can be really good at basketball. But the main difference and the big key to being great at basketball, no matter if you're physically gifted or you develop, is hard work and you have to be consistent. Consistency is the big key of everything. And so if you become consistent in your craft, then you can pass up anybody. So it doesn't matter if you're physically gifted, it would help, but it doesn't determine if you're gonna make it here, make it there. What determines you to make it here or there is you have to have consistency and you have to have hard work. You really gotta want to be where you wanna be. So my advice to most kids or most athletes or most pros is we have what we call a 10-hour flush rule, okay? No matter what the outcome is of the game, you flush it. You think about it, so that 10-hour period, you think about it, you reflect on it, and then now you have to flush it. So that 10-hour flush rule means after those 10 hours of whatever happened, you let it go. If you're angry, if you're crying about it, because you have to continue to get better. Now, I didn't say you can't use that as motivation, but you flush it. You keep moving because games only last for the moment. Once that moment is over with, you have to continue to keep moving. You have to continue to keep living. And so 10-hour flush rule, okay? It's here, you talk about it, you live through it, now you flush it. And now you continue to move on and you don't worry about it no more because now you gotta get ready for the next game. You gotta get ready for the next day. So I would say the 10-hour flush rule is what you need to have. Now, I believe one of the most important parts of any sport, actually, is taking care of your body. Taking care of your body is one of the most important things because you can't play sports without your body being in tip-top shape. If that's getting sleep, a certain amount of sleep, if that's getting your weights in, your push-ups in, your running, your exercise, if that's getting in the right foods, the nutrients, drinking a lot of water to stay hydrated, your body is what you use to perform at a high level. You know, so some of our pros, they have different types of chefs, or they have different type of regimens that they're on so they can perform at a high level. And so I think that most kids need to start treating their bodies like it's a car. You don't want to put bad gas or bad stuff in your car and then it shuts off on you. So treat it like it's something valuable to you. Your body is your temple. So what you do with your body is going to show on the court. So if you're sluggish, you didn't get no sleep, you're going to show that you're tired on the court. You're not going to have as much energy. And so what I would do is I'll make sure I get enough rest, about probably 6 to 7 hours of sleep. I'll also make sure I drink a lot of water to stay hydrated. And then what I'll also do is make sure I stretch a lot, you know, making sure my body is flexible so I can make certain moves and make certain things happen. And so really take care of your body and really pay attention to what's going on.
Este fue nuestro segmento de entreno. Continuamos con más.
Este segmento fue presentado por Sport City, fans de tu salud.